everybody, welcome back to my world where no matter how old you get, you never need to grow up. And it has been weeks since I have sat down here and played with dolls, and it's just been a really hard summer. My mom is still very sick. She's not going to get better, and that's really hard. Yeah, so yeah, isn't that happy news? But I've been spending a lot of time with her and reminiscing and just, you know, we've been together, and that's beautiful. And so speaking of reminiscing, today, as you can see from the title, we are going to go back in time to 1977 for Superstar Barbie. So this is a reproduction of Superstar Barbie, which came out in 1977. So I got this for Christmas in 1977, and which means I had just turned 10 because my birthday's in December. And the thing about Superstar Barbie is that this was a big change in terms of Barbies. It's an all-new Superstar facial sculpt, and they were in these absolutely, and you're like, oh, big deal, satin pink dress with a boa. It was a big deal in 1977. I mean, our Barbies were pretty, they weren't lame. I mean, I loved my Barbies. I had ballerina Barbie, and then I had just like a generic Barbie with, you know, just regular Barbie clothes, a pretty dress, you know, I know she had a bathing suit. I always had one of each shoe. I had the little Barbie closet, and I loved Barbie so much. And I remember the Christmas day that I got this doll, and I'm gonna start taking her out of the box. Also, we are going to take a quick peek at my newest, they finally released another Silkstone Barbie. It's been forever since they did that. I really thought they were going to stop, and I was very upset about that. So 10 years old, a lot was going on. Oh, is that my hair? Yes, that is my hair. Sorry about that. A lot was going on for 10-year-old Melissa, trust me. And this change, though, there was a lot. There was a lot going on, and I was very freaked out about being double digits. So you need to understand, you know, you go from 9 to 10, it's a big move. In my family, when you turned 10, you got a key to the house, because now you are, at the age of 10, you are old enough to come and go in and out of the house as you please. You're able to come home to an empty house, and you're like, wait, there was a word for that. Yes, latchkey kids. So, you know, and don't lose that key, though. Whatever you do, don't lose the key. So what does it say? It says, in 1977, Barbie entered the dazzling superstar era, wowing fans with glamorous fashions and hairstyles. So this is when stuff started to get real big and flashy with Barbie, because we were in the disco era. So, you know, everything was kind of flashy. Superstar Barbie, in one of her glitziest looks from the era, ready to dance the night away. She's going to do the Latin hustle, maybe. That was not even a Latin hustle. I don't know what that was. The thing that was, oh gosh, it mentions disco. Barbie is dressed in a fabulous pink evening gown with a glittering ruffle boa. Her diamond jewelry sparkles under the disco lights, while matching heels complete her vibrant look. Her classic golden blonde hair with radiant highlights. There's highlights? Frames her face as she flashes a picture-perfect smile. With a classic twisting waist, posed arms, and bendable legs, Superstar Barbie is ready to paint the town pink. And so you will remember, about 6 months ago or so, they released Superstar Christie. Now, the thing that was fascinating to me is that I never knew there was a Superstar Christie. She was not in our JCPenney catalog when I was a kid. That's messed up, because that's where we ordered all our toys from. So so Santa Claus had a special deal with JCPenney's back in the day. And we would, when the JCPenney catalog came out for the holidays, we would go and we would circle, well, oops, I almost knocked over like a huge cup of tea. Certificate of authenticity. Look, I haven't been in front of a camera in weeks, so don't expect this to be real good. Here's my stand. It's a saddle stand. I hate saddle stands. I forgot to turn off the overhead light, so everything is very washed out. It's a thing. It's a thing I'm going through. But so it was a big change. And where are the scissors? So this was a new facial mold, and that's what I'm getting at when I'm talking about how change is hard. And so I find it funny nowadays when I see all of the freaking out about things like Monster High G3. I'm like, you wanna freak out? You know, I had to walk to school in the snow uphill both ways with cardboard shoes. A lot of you right now are like, what now? You know how like old people are always like, oh, you think this is bad. When I was a kid, I had it so much worse. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, G3, changing body types? How about they changed freaking Barbie's face? For 10 years, for my whole life, Barbie had the same face. It was the same face my whole life. That was Barbie's face. That was Barbie's face. I don't know how to make it more clear to you that that was Barbie's face. And it was a really big deal. And it was a really big deal. And here's the thing. God help me. I don't like the Superstar Barbie facial mold. So here I am. I'm 10 years old. I am now old enough, according to my family, to come and go as I please, come home to an empty house, figure out my own food. You know, I've got responsibilities, you know, picking up side jobs here and there, you know, earn a little pocket money for myself because I'm 10 now, you know. You're like, you were 10. The hell kind of job were you getting when you were 10? Oh my gosh. Running errands, going to the store for people. Like, but you couldn't drive. We could walk anywhere. Ride my bike, you know. This was the 70s. We did stuff like that. Kids did stuff like go do the grocery shopping for their aunt and ride their bike to do it. No helmets. No one cared. No one knew where I was. Nothing. And then you got to keep the change, you see. So we liked to run errands for people because we liked the part where we got to keep the change. So, up until this point, Barbie's face had been more angular. Barbie looked like Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie. And I Dream of Jeannie, wait, I need to smooth her hair down, was my favorite TV show. There we go. And this is what they gave us. They gave us the most generic looking face I have ever seen on a Barbie. Now, if you love the Superstar Barbie mold, that's fine. It is my least favorite Barbie mold. There's just nothing, there's just the stupid smile. She was so, I remember exactly where I was standing. I was standing just off the kitchen, and I was staring at her like really closely, and I was just staring at her face, and staring at her face, and staring at her face, and trying to fall in love with her face, but I couldn't. Because it wasn't Barbie's face. See, this is Barbie's face right here. Let me show you Barbie's face. This is Barbie's face, okay? This is Barbie's face. This is not Barbie's face. Who is this girl? She's so bland. But, excuse me, Christy. Having said that, she did have these amazing earrings. These were the coolest thing. We had never seen anything like this. And this ring. This ring was one of my most treasured possessions because you see, it just sticks through her hand kind of like a stigmata, but in the wrong place. And that's how they got the ring on. And then she had this necklace that is on this like little clear piece of plastic, and they were big chunky diamonds. And we had never seen anything like that before. I remember my friends and I were just like obsessed with her earrings and her ring. And she has the boa, you see. And I think the boa is exactly the same as it was in the 70s. It's really flimsy. It is like the cheapest fabric imaginable. And so this was like, it's kind of like sewn together in the back. I cut mine and I wished that I hadn't, because it kind of hangs nicely if you keep it tied at the bottom, you see? Kind of does this. Once you cut it, then it's just always all over the place. The dress was the most phenomenal pink. You're like, it's pink, it's Barbie pink. Yes, but it's a big, giant sheath of Barbie pink satin, and it's got this beautiful, very, 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 very hot style of like a halter top dress, which was all the rage. Excuse me, let me show you the back. See? It's unsnapped, I think. Yeah, I didn't. And it's got a snap, because our clothes had snaps. We didn't have Velcro. And snaps are a pain in the butt. But I will say that I did learn how to sew, in part because I needed to be able to sew the snaps back on, because they always used to rip off because we weren't gentle with them. Her hair, blonde. I'm like, they're like highlights. What highlights? I guess there are highlights. There is variation in the hair. I guess there are highlights. And then she is posed. So she's got this sort of kind of twisted thing going on. And then she had these shoes on, which have the thing here, you see, to get the shoes on and off. That breaks really easily. But I loved the shoes too. The shoes were very important to the whole look. And then she's got snap knees, which I think was new. And they double snap. Oh yeah, so you can really break her legs. And then, you know, she could sit and stuff, but she was sort of kind of twisted a little bit. And then she has 2 bent arms, which is so lame. She's like, stop, don't shoot me, I surrender, Dorothy. So, and then her head kind of, you know, does that. So that was fun. But yeah, so that's Superstar Barbie. And it was a big deal when I was 10. And when I saw that she was coming out, I just had to get her again, because I don't have her in my collection. Because as I said, I didn't like her, but I loved her. And she's on a saddle stand. I'll have to put her on a different stand, because I hate saddle stands, because your dolls are always like, whoa, whoa. I mean, they're balancing on their privates. That doesn't seem like a fun way to be. And I feel like, of the two, I feel like, you know, Chrissy's just more, but she's got the same face, you see. Here we go. I think it's actually Christy, not Chrissy. There you go. The face looks so much better in a darker color. It is so bland. It is so bland. So bland. So comment down below. Let me know if you agree that it is super bland. And yeah, it's Christy, not Chrissy. I was like, wait, why am I saying Chrissy? It's Christy. So let me, yeah, I'm throwing out my certificate of authenticity, because there goes the scissors. Oops. Alrighty, so now let's look at what a Barbie should look like, shall we? Yes, let's do it. This is the newest Barbie Silkstone. So this is 1962 After 5 Barbie doll. Let's see. There are no more than 20,000 made. And does it say who the designer on this is? I don't think it was Bill Greening. I don't think. Barbie is exquisite in a look that invokes the elegance of a timeless era. Released in 1962, the After 5 ensemble is celebrated with a gorgeous Silkstone reproduction complete with nostalgic details. Look at this freaking doll! Ah! Oh, I love her. I love her, love her, love her. Now she comes with this hat, which I am not going to put on her. But, you know, she's supposed to look, whoops, like this, okay? I just don't feel like my hat is ever going to look like that on her. And I love the pop of color. You know what this looks like in the camera? It looks like Elvira because the hair is kind of blending in with the background of the box on the camera. So that's what it's given me. But it's actually red hair. I almost wish the back of the box wasn't pink. Like I wish that it was like turquoise or something, because then it would really make her hair pop. Look at that face. Look at her giving us side eye with her tiny little lips and her super heavy eyeliner. It's kind of an I Love Lucy look there. She's got pearl earrings. Look at this simple, simple dress. You should feel this material. It's so thick. It's like something I would wear. Beautiful white collar and the little buttons, the ridiculous white gloves that they used to put on Barbies, and then these cute little heels. Oh! And she's on a Silkstone body, but the plastic just isn't the same. It's not as nice as the Silkstones used to be. They used to actually feel almost like stone, like almost like porcelain. But looking at the plastic, she's just not the same. But I just want you to compare side by side. You know, there's this face. Hi, I'm Superstar Barbie. Get out of my way, girl. I'm 1962 Barbie. See? See? Hello, 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 hello. It's my video. No, it's not. It's both of your videos. So there you go. I mean, that's a big difference. It's a big difference. I would love to know in the comments down below which one you prefer. I have made my preference known, and I just think I love Silkstone Barbies, but this one just isn't as nice as I want her to be. I'm looking around. I have another one that I did take out of the box, and she has a really pretty, like, straw floral hat, and I really, really love her. I just don't think that this hat right here, is going to end up looking like that. No. So there's just no point in doing that. So yeah. So these are my Barbies. This is my Superstar Barbie. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, how you felt when Superstar Barbie happened. Were you like okay with it, or was it really traumatic for you like it was for me? And if you're a Silkstone collector, let me know, like, if this is what they're gonna do, like, in a way, I want them to not, but at the same time, I don't want them to stop putting out these reproductions because some of them are so gorgeous, but I just don't know. So hard to be a Barbie collector nowadays. Anyway, love you guys so much. Thank you all for supporting me and all of your kind comments online, and I know a lot of you grew up. Well, a lot of you who grew up watching us remember my mom, Guga. She used to make videos with us and with me, and so it's just it's a very hard time. She's in good spirits most of the time. You know, her heart's just failing her, which is sad because she has such a big heart, and she's just like this person who's full of life and like all of the people person stuff you know about me, the laughing, the smiling, the positive attitude, the compassion, that stuff, that all comes from my mom. So it's just really hard to watch. But anyway, thankfully I have dolls, and I'm going to spend a few hours with my dolls today, and they will bring me joy and comfort, because that's why I collect dolls. Love you all so much. Have a great, great day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!